Awesome Vegan Gal here, and today we're going to do something a little different. I read some really great article in the Hippocrates magazine. The Hippocrates magazine is called Healing Our World, and this is the latest issue, volume 33, issue 4. And I will have a link below if you're interested in finding more about Hippocrates, and you can actually get the magazine delivered to your home for free. Not only that, if you want to have them ship you a whole box of them, the shipping is free, the magazine is free. So if you have places that you know would be interested in sharing them, like let's say a yoga studio or a health food store or something that's more holistically or naturally minded, then definitely, or you work at a farmer's market or anything that, you know, you can share this with the public, that would be great. And you can go on the website and find out more about how to do that. So in the previous issue, which was called Finding Peace, and you can get back issues, I believe, if you request them as well, there was an article that was written by Wayne Pickering. I want to make sure I acknowledge that he wrote the article, but I think he got the information online. I don't think he was able to get this information on his own. It's called We Are Too Blessed to Be Stressed. And what he does is he goes through and talks about different miracles in nature and humankind, you yourself. So we have to remember that everything in life is a miracle, even if it seems that it's natural. Like, you know, everyone's used to blinking their eyes, but it's a miracle because by blinking your eyes, you're continually washing the fluid in the eyes, you're continually lubricating it and protecting it as well, the eyelashes too, from dust getting in. So everything is really a miracle. And he says some interesting things here that, of course, like again, I said, he didn't actually write them. He must have gotten them too from online. So I wanted to just share some with you that I thought were just pretty amazing. About the miracle in nature, let's talk about. Let's see. Let's find one that is really interesting. There are more stars in the universe than all the pebbles of sand on all the beaches of the earth. There are so many trillion stars in the universe that there's actually no name for their number. That's pretty amazing when you think about that miracle. And then miracles of humankind. Let's see. This one's kind of more of a commercial thing, so I'm going to skip that one for now. The miracle of you. Okay, so of all the living creatures on this planet, fewer than 1 in 10 million are human beings. And you are one. You are a biological rarity, and you are very important in the eyes of your Creator. A rare gem never to be duplicated. That's pretty amazing. We have over 60,000 miles of blood vessels in the body to keep us working. They could wrap around the globe 2.5 times and pump enough blood in our entire lifetime to fill a freight train 25 miles long. That's pretty amazing. If all 600 muscles in our body pulled together in one direction, you could lift 25 tons. You know what 25 tons is? I don't even know. Can't even imagine the most that a bodybuilder has lifted. That's pretty amazing. Let's see. The atoms of your body contain a potential energy of more than 11 million kilowatts per pound. That means that an average person by this estimate is worth more than $85 million based on the atoms and the energy of your body. That's pretty expensive. All the atoms of your body sing. If you could tune into them, you would hear a perfect harmony. Now that's pretty because I love to sing. Let's see what else. Every day our fingernails grow at approximately the same rate as the earth plates move. Or a better way of saying it, at the same rate the Atlantic Ocean is widening. This is approximately 1 inch per year. Pretty amazing. Your heart pumps more than 5 quarts of blood every minute, or 1,800 gallons a day. Do you realize think about 1,800 gallons. How could you relate that to? I mean, think about a swimming pool. I don't know if you have a swimming pool, how much water can fit into a swimming pool. Or think about how many gallons you put into your gas tank. Let's say your tank takes 60 gallons. This is 1,800 gallons a day of blood. Okay? Let's see what else is very interesting here. We also have a one-shot lubricating system. You don't have that with the most sophisticated automobiles. You have to put oil in one hole, radiator fluid in another, air conditioning fluid in another, brake fluid in another, and battery fluid, so they have to go in all different places. This is not the case with the wonderful you. You simply put the fluid in one hole, and your body does it all for you. Even more impressive is the fact that a healthy human does not need scheduled maintenance and will last far longer than an automobile. Pretty interesting. So the idea is if you take care of yourself, I always use the analysis or the comparison of if you put chocolate syrup in your gas tank, would it run? Probably not. I mean, if it did, that would be very odd. But it would smell sweet, right? It would smell like you'd probably, if you try to turn it on, maybe you still have some gas left and you'd be like, it smells really chocolatey or something. So, you have to really take that into consideration that our bodies too, we give it the right fuel, so to speak, it will actually work and last much longer. Okay, let's see what else. We have some more interesting facts to talk about here. These are really interesting. Some others here. Okay, so here is some more interesting things about the human body. The human body contains enough water to fill a 10-gallon barrel. So think about that. Some people have barrels of, I don't know, wine or beer or whatever, so think about that. Enough fat to make 7 bars of soap. Wow, that's a lot. Enough carbon for 9,000 lead pencils. Enough phosphorus to make 2,000 match heads. Just enough iron for 1 medium-sized nail. So iron we don't have as much. Enough calcium to completely whitewash a large storage shed. Now, here's some really cool facts I gotta share with you. Every day, so think about this. This happens in your body every single day. Your heart beats 103,689 times. Now, if you are, I guess, an elite athlete, maybe it beats less because your heart is more efficient, so you're not using it up. So, that could be variable. I don't know exactly where this is taken from. Your blood travels 168 million miles, which means it's 6,720 times around the globe. So think about the globe, how many times that is. Make you dizzy, right? Just thinking about it spinning around the globe. You breathe 23,040 times. This is, again, every single day. Again, if you have a really good breathing and you're able to take more deep breaths, so you're not a shallower breather, which is actually better for you because then your blood is circulating better and you get more oxygen to your body, then you might be breathing different. I don't know where this is taken from. You inhale 438 cubic feet of air. You eat 2 to 3 pounds of food. You drink 2.9 pounds of liquid. So what I'm thinking is that this may be average numbers. I don't know. You eliminate about a pound of waste. You move 750 major muscles, some of them subconsciously. Just by sitting here when I blink my eyes or I'm moving my mouth, there's muscles moving and I'm not aware of them. You exercise 7 million brain cells every day. That's a lot of brain cells. You speak about 7,000 words. I don't know me, I love to talk, so maybe I speak more, if I'm having more of a quiet day and I'm not talking to people, then maybe I'm speaking less even. Now, next thing he is mentioned here, that's child play when you consider that. Okay, consider this. This is how our body renews itself, which is pretty awesome. Again, if you really connect to the Creator and you know that He's the one that's doing everything for you, then it's pretty amazing that our bodies can actually do this. So, okay, 2 to 3 days, in 2 to 3 days, the mouth lining is renewed. 5 days, the intestinal lining is renewed. 11 days, the respiratory lining is renewed. 15 days, white blood cells are replaced. 120 days, the red blood cells are replaced. 6 months, we have a whole new bloodstream. In 11 months, we have a new cell structure. In 2 years, we have a whole new bone structure. And in 7 years, we have an entirely brand new body. So it's a 7-year cycle. So if you think about it, for example, the new bone structure, why do they always say that you can build, you can grow new bone? You can is because it's able to, because we learned right here from this that every 2 years our bones change. So the idea with all this that I'm saying about what happens with the renewal, so that's why when you eat healthier, eat better food for you, that's why you see different things change. You may actually start to look younger because what it is you're feeding your body and your cells, and the cells are completely being renewed and turned over all the time. So, like I say, it's only 2 to 3 days that your mouth lining has changed. That's like the quickest thing. So the idea is once you start implementing healthier options in your life, not only your food, your thoughts, your, other things, the way you hold your body, it's going to change. It does take some time. Like, again, it's 7 years for the body to completely change over. But there are things that are changing much more rapidly. So, that's amazing to just think about that. So let's say in like a little more than 2 weeks, your white blood cells are replaced. I said that's 15 days. In 6 months, your entire new bloodstream. So in 6 months, if you think about it, 6 months we have a new bloodstream, then that would mean that if you change the fuel that you're putting in your body, that's feeding your cells in the bloodstream. And also if you oxygenate your blood more, so that's helping. So all those things are really important. So this was a really cool article that he put out. And again, I'm sure he didn't, it's not all his information. A lot of these things I'm sure he took from various sites that talk about the miracles of life and the miracles of mankind. And then the last thing I wanted to share with you, that was also in the magazine, that issue of Finding Peace, was something you may have heard before, maybe not, but it was written by Mother Teresa, and it's really cool, and I'm sure you can find it online if you wanted to print it out. So it goes like this, about life. Life is what it's called. Life is an opportunity, benefit from it. Life is beauty, admire it. Life is a dream, realize it. Life is a challenge, meet it. Life is a duty, complete it. Life is a game, play it. Life is a promise, fulfill it. Life is sorrow, overcome it. Life is a song, sing it. Life is a struggle, accept it. Life is a tragedy, confront it. Life is an adventure, dare it. Life is luck, make it. Life is too precious, do not destroy it. Life is life, fight for it. So that's really beautiful. So each one she says, it's really strengthens like the idea of what life is and how to work with what it is that's going on. So I hope that you got something out of this today. And I know I did, just from reading to you, like just learning about how our bodies are, and it's just amazing what our bodies are capable of doing, and without us even realizing it, what is going on. And again, if we give it we use the proper tools, I would call them, maybe, different things, whether it's the food, whether it's the type of words we say, the thoughts that come through our head, and how we process them, and creating more positive and loving space. So I thank you for watching. This is the Rawesome Vegan Gal.